On any day I am doing my eyeshadow after skin work, I make sure to apply setting powder underneath my eyes to catch any fallout from the eyeshadow. Now we are ready. So I am starting out with my P. Louise base in the shade 2. If you have a very bright concealer, you might as well use that as well. Just make sure it is not oil based. A pea-sized amount of this base goes a long way. As you can see, it is very generous in covering and giving me a nice blank canvas to work with. So I made sure to pat it down properly, that there were no crease lines, and it was evenly spread and evenly distributed all over the lid. And now I am ready to begin. So now I am using a dense blending brush to make sure that it is properly blended again. And I don't want to take any chances because you don't want any crease lines when you are doing matte eyeshadow. So now I am using a dense blending brush to apply purple eyeshadow. I am starting from darkest to lightest. As you can see, people like us that have hooded eyes, we have to keep checking to make sure that there are no crease lines in between our eyeshadow. That's why you keep pressing and checking. And now I've made sure that it is above my actual crease line. Now I am using a bigger fluffy blending brush with a lighter shade of purple, and I'm using it to blend out the harsh lines. As you can see, I'm not on top of the eyeshadow itself. I am where the lines are because I'm trying to diffuse and blend them out. Next, I'm going to use some white on the brush and then just give it a nice blend on the outer corners because I want it to blend from dark purple to light purple to white. That's how I want it to look on the outer part. You can always go back in with color if you feel like you have taken too much out when you are blending out. But just make sure that you are careful enough not to ruin your beautiful and perfect blend. Now, before I apply my next color, you're going to notice that I am going back in with my brush to check for any crease lines, and I'll go back to further blend out any crease lines so that my base is flat and properly prepared for the next color. I am taking this nice and dark red to apply very close to the purple, and it actually looks like it has a brown tone inside, but I just wanted something to transition between the purple and the red. So now I am applying a true red color and I'm making sure to press that in. The trick with matte eyeshadow is to use a dense blending brush as opposed to a flat synthetic brush. It helps you pack on the shades, pack on the pigment, and it doesn't break them up. So what you're going to do is to pack them up close to each other and they will blend themselves really. So I'm doing the same step by using my flat concealer brush to blend out the concealer before I apply the yellow eyeshadow. Doing this will just help your eyeshadow to stick on better and to not be patchy. I know it can be tiring because you just want to apply your base and keep it pushing, but doing these little extra steps will make sure your eyeshadow comes out flawlessly. Now I am going back in to reapply the shades on my eyelid because blending might have taken off some of the pigment and I just want to go back in and reinforce that pigment. So I went with yellow, orange, red, and then purple, and I still went ahead to blend again because we do not want harsh lines in any way. But this look came out pretty, and you can do the exact same thing on the lower lash line. I absolutely hate having like a heavy top eyelid and then a very light lower lash line. I want it to be balanced out and so pretty. I did the same order on the lower lash line: yellow, orange, red, light purple, dark purple. Now I am using a flat synthetic definer brush and I'm using it to sharpen the outer eye corner. I just want it to give me that nice smoky wing liner effect, and I'm using my powder puff to set it. Now I'm using a synthetic powder brush to blend out that powder. This powder that helped us keep all the fallouts, and look how flawless my under eye looks. Using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk and a liner brush, I'm going to apply the white liner on my waterline because I just want it to make my eyes look a bit bigger. And then for the top lash line, I'm doing the same thing that I did to the lower lash line, but this time around using black. That is what we call tight lining. I'm just lining my lash line, and when I open my eyes, you can see a little bit of definition, and really that's the final look. I popped on my lashes, did my lipstick, and this is the final look. I really love how this eyeshadow came out. I think it is flattering to people of all eye types, including hooded eyes. Let me know if you'll be trying out this combination, and if you have any other combo for me to try, comment it below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.